So your old school Land Cruiser probably has these reflectors. They look cool, but they're about worthless. Wouldn't you much rather have some really cool LEDs like these? So if you're watching this video, you probably have this on the back of your Land Cruiser too. And you're probably like me and you wish that it did work and it was an actual functioning light. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to turn this reflector into a functioning light. I got this online. It was pretty cheap. This lens is the exact same circumference as this whole unit. You can see that, exact same. So the plan is I'm going to use this as my marker. I'm going to cut out this circumference of the actual reflector itself, and then I'm going to come from behind and I'm going to mount this from the back. So this pops off. We won't use this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut off some of this plastic mounting to make it fit, especially on this side, because this side has, you know, that part that kind of extends out to make it flat. So it'll mount flat. Have to do some cutting on this, obviously cutting on this. So we're going to start hacking it away. I think I'm going to take out this reverse light first in case there's any wiring. It will make it easier for me as well to get in there and run the wiring and hook it up. So time to start hacking away. I'm going to tuck these wires back out of the way. We're going to have plenty of clearance for this light. Another reason why I picked this light, it's pretty thin, so it should work out pretty good. So now that I've got the original reverse lights removed, I can see that we do have another panel behind here. It looks like the inner body panel. So there's not a whole lot of room, maybe 2.5, 3 inches, which is plenty of room for this guy, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I like this one. It was pretty thin, so it should give me enough room to work with once we cut into this. Don't know quite sure yet how I'm going to be able to get this thing in there, but we'll figure it out. And just go ahead and make a mark around it anyway, just to give you something to follow when you're cutting. Man, I mean, you can't even plan that out. It is just dead on. So the jigsaw didn't work out too well. I'm sure this will though. This hack cut is now finished, and I can see inside that there's gonna be plenty of room for us to mount this light in here. And it's gonna look cool. I'm telling you, you're gonna want one too. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up because this is pretty much a hack job. So I'm either going to have to cut into this, which I don't want to do, cut into this, which is easy, and I may just have to take this whole backing plate, this whole black piece off, which I don't mind doing, and then reassemble. See if this thing pops out. It might be just glued in. Yeah, I think it's glued in. Looks like it's glued in pretty good, actually. So I am going to cut off all of this black stuff, I believe. It is so close to fitting. So I'm going to make it sure I get this trimmed out to fit around the clear plastic piece, because if I come in, I want this to sit just in there, but just the clear piece. You won't be able to see the black piece, hopefully, when we're done. First thing you can do is just knock off this protective tab on the back around the wiring. Just grab a pair of pliers, just break it off. Maybe. First one went pretty well. There we go. More tearing it off than breaking it off. I'll give you a little more clearance on the back side. And then I'm gonna go just take this to the grinder, cut it off. So I've got this 1/4 inch tubing used for irrigation. You can pick this up at any of your local hardware stores or anything like that. It's just a flexible, semi-flexible PVC pipe, tubing, if you will. And we're going to cut this, and we're going to use this as our outer molding piece to hold our light in. And I need a sharper blade. Make sure you have a sharp blade.